My name is Vaibhav Nan, and I am doing PhD in life sciences from Transnational Health Science and Technology Institute. Before this COVID happened, what happens? The funds which comes, it gets distributed evenly, or as per the requirement of that thematic area of the faculties collectively. So when this COVID happened, so was it happens from the apex government of India. They started pressurizing that because obviously it's a national emergency, so we
Yes,
have
yes.
to produce some solution to these problems in the form of some drug, some vaccine, or to detect this virus in the samples for diagnostic kits to be developed. So what happened? They started pressurizing the research institutes, various funding agencies respectively. ICMR had their own institutes, CSIR have their own institutes, and the DBT, Department of Biotechnology, have their own institutes, which they provide money and in the form of funds, and they expect results in return, obviously. Then what happened? Due to the pressure on the institute's heads, which we call director, now the director starts putting pressure on the research faculties. Now, as this happens, the pressure comes directly on the students. Now, the labs which are working in infectious diseases, now we have various kinds of pathogens. We have bacterial pathogens, we have viral pathogens, we have parasites, whatever. So the viruses, the labs which are working in viruses, they were quite comfortable in this transition. So everyone was asked to initially halt their work and contribute towards COVID. So this transition was very smooth for the viral labs. But then there are other labs which are working in inflammatory bowel disease or maternal or child health, preterm pregnancy kind of things, clinical trial people. Then there are other hypertension. Then there are labs on cardiovascular diseases. They don't have, neither they have infrastructure to work in this work with pathogenic viruses or bacteria. Neither they have training in working in with animal models of these pathogens, nor they have training for BSL, biosafety level 3 labs, nor they were having any permission. So they are the ones which who have affect like this COVID research have impacted most on them. According to me, what this when this happened, this was an emergency kind of condition.
Yeah,
So I think the funding agencies also didn't have any time to
sure, sure.
build special dedicated centers to work on COVID or such diseases. Was impact, the scale was such higher, the population affected or infected people, it was such a huge population, so we need to control it. So we needed that time to diagnose those people. Kits were to be developed, and infrastructure had to be developed. Protocols needed to be standardized, how to identify COVID positive people and quarantine them and give them care, therapeutic or whatever, supportive care. So I think that was also a very like haphazard manner. They directed all the institute to stop their work, and all the funding agencies, they have asked the faculties, stop this or we won't fund you. So
Oh,
the faculties, they quickly switched to COVID projects. They started writing projects. Even those labs who have never heard of viruses or technique related to virus, they are even proposing viruses project proposal and grant to the funding agencies. Obviously they want, everyone is not going to get fund, but then there are links and connections. Those having links, they can get easily. But the other labs which are not so much influential in this terms of having connections, so they are going to suffer. They are going to suffer, and eventually the students are going to suffer. But as a student, like we are very much dedicated to a work which we are like we know I'm going to get a PhD, so it's like a child to you. You start working on it on some project, and then you see it giving result, fruitful result by the third year. Now what happens to the PhD students who have already enrolled, and now due to, if you realize that since March this lockdown happened for the first time till now, like 4 months have passed. 4 months is a very crucial time for the students. They are waiting for their PhD thesis to be wind up. They have thesis in writing process, they have submission process. Now there are some students who are waiting for the publication of their papers. What government of India now should do that is is that you can have dedicated institutes or centers of excellence, or whatever name they can give it, to work only in such areas like these pathogenic viruses and bacteria of pandemic importance or endemic or epidemic importance. See the source of the news which we are seeing.
Okay.
Before following and forwarding it to the other people, we should see, confirm the source. If it is from some well-known established institute or agency, then only we should trust the source of information. Secondly, we should be responsible for ourselves now, because no one is going to take care of anyone, and we should be responsible enough now that everything is opening up, that it's not only me now, uh, because it can spread from anyone to anyone, because it's now community level thing. So in spite of thinking just only I should get safe and let the other people get infected, that's a wrong tendency. So wear masks. We all know the importance of masks these days. Follow the hygiene. So that way you will save yourselves as well as the other people as well. There is no need to be worried of your future, because as soon as vaccine comes or as soon as the drug comes, COVID is also gone. If you are really contributing to the knowledge of COVID, then only you enter it. If you know your expertise is not such, just be what you are. It's okay to love physics if you are doing physics. It's okay to work with bacteria, or it's okay to work with cancer if you are working with cancer. We can give a helping hand to those. If they need some manpower, we can provide manpower. We can go and work in the labs if they need more working hands. But why should we suddenly switch our lab interest from tuberculosis to COVID? And knowing that we can't compete with the groups which are already producing quality research, a quality knowledge in this area, what is our place in that? So enter a research area only when you have expertise in that. Other than that, uh, do what you like to do. There is no need to follow what everyone is following. For me, science communication is also a responsibility of all science people. So what we know, we need to tell the common people, the general public, about those things. So it's not about only science and science students. So we need to dispense the knowledge which we have. So we need to dispense the views what we have. So that's why I thank you and your to give me a platform, so that I could express my views to the students, upcoming researchers.